Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Joe Mihalich. Welcome, Coach.
Here we go, another week. We're getting ready to buckle up and head down to Wilmington and Charleston, one of the toughest trips of the year.
Yeah, and we're back on a regular schedule now that the conference slate has started going in regular fashion. Coach, just one game last week for your team, and what else is new with the Hofstra Northeastern game? Last second win for the Pride. Your thoughts?
Yeah, well, I think we kind of won the game twice. You know, we jump out to a big lead. I think we were up 14 or 16 at halftime, and then, you knew we'd see a different team in the second half, and we did. And, we did some things. We didn't do some things we should have done better. And so it led to the drama, and they make the big shot to tie it up, and then we make a bigger shot to win the game. So, proud of our guys for keeping their poise and their composure and, believing in themselves and believing that, even though we had lost that lead, we could still win the game.
Yeah, it was kind of a tale of almost 3 games in one. The first half where Hofstra jumped out to the large lead, which in college basketball this day and age with the three-point shot and everything really isn't an insurmountable lead as we've seen for and against. And then the second half, their comeback, and then the late game, Hofstra almost come back again. What do you think over the final few minutes? It really became the Eli and DeJour show. How do you think that those guys responded in those moments?
Yeah, they were great. I mean, they played like seniors. I mean, seniors, all those things we just talked about, the composure and the poise. Seniors have that, the maturity. They knew what they had to do. They knew that this game could still be ours if we executed at both ends of the floor, and so they did that. And they're just great leaders, and not just in their numbers, their stats, they're making shots, but also in the way they are at huddles, and the way they are in the locker, and the way they are in the team bus. They're great leaders. Yeah,
we'll get to Eli in a moment, but DeJour really a bad game for him. He didn't have 44 against Northeastern, but he played a role in every part of that game. He had 23 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. You're obviously seeing a senior who's playing at the highest level he has played in his career, aren't we, right now?
Yeah, we are, and he is. It inspires you as a coach. I mean, he inspires me. Because I see the way he is every day. He wakes up, he's got that twinkle in his eye every day. He's the first one out on the court every day, last one to leave. He cares so much about everything that happens. He's a coach's dream. And, Elijah's right there too. So, we're just lucky that DeJour is playing the way he's playing, and the guys are feeding off of him for sure.
And speaking of Eli, 24 points, obviously the game winner with the 0.5 seconds to play. He really took on I'm going to win this game mode late in that game, and especially the final possession. Did you see something late that really kind of said, I feel like we're in good hands here?
Well, yeah, I mean, in general, sure. When you have an Elijah Pemberton and when you have a DeJour Bowie, you feel like one of those two guys can make a great play. And DeJour's done it before, and now it was Elijah's turn, and they're more than welcome to keep doing that the rest of the year.
Nobody knows your team better than you, obviously, as the head coach, and you've been saying it for weeks now in regards to Isaac Conte. You said it was about this point last year that Jaquil Taylor, some sort of switch went on and the game took another level, and you can see that now with Isaac, can't you?
Yeah, he's getting more and more confident. I mean, we've talked about this before. He basically went 2 years without playing a basketball game because he didn't play at Georgia and didn't play last year because he had to sit out. And so he's just getting his sea legs. He's getting his confidence. He's getting his comfortableness at both ends of the floor. I mean, his stats were terrific the other night. I don't think he missed a shot, or he missed a foul shot. But
7 of 7 from the field.
I think he leads the conference in field goal percentage. Correct. We just jinxed him. He'll be 0 for 11, I think now. And I'm just kidding. He won't. But it's been fun to see him get more confident and become that guy that we knew he was going to be.
Step back to Eli for a second. Eli moved into 10th all-time in scoring, and we talked about it post-game at the Northeastern game, but it's really become a remarkable career that, got overshadowed a little bit because he played with one of the all-time greats as well, but he has become one of the all-time greats, hasn't he?
That's right. I mean, you just said it. He is one of our all-time greats. He is. He already is. And we're hoping he can do one more thing that even Justin didn't get to do. But, he's the numbers don't lie. Will he finish? I don't think he's going to catch our assistant coach. I don't think he's going to.
We don't believe it. We crunched the numbers a little bit. Yeah. We don't believe he's going to catch Mr. Claxton.
No, we don't think he'll get there, but he's going to get right up next to him. and be top 10, and he'll stay there for a while. And but as you said, he's one of our all-time greats, and scored all these points playing alongside Justin Wright Foreman.
And this week you head on the road, as you mentioned earlier, down to you went to Wilmington on Thursday, Charleston on Saturday. One of the tougher road trips in the conference, two real difficult environments to be in. What are your thoughts heading into this road trip as you end this string that you've talked about for a little while now, the 5 road games and 7 to start the CAA play?
Have I mentioned that before?
No, I actually just thought it for the first time.
The fact that we played 5 out of 7 on the road, 2 out of 3 years, to start the league. Tough place to play. In the last 2 years, one night it was sold out towards the end of the year, and they had a losing record. And last year, same thing, and it was, the same thing. It was sold out, and they got us both times. I think they got us a year before that too. So, tough place to play. I love playing there. It's a great place to play. Their fans are, they're going to step out of bounds every once in a while. It's just who they are and what they do. But they're there. They're there, and that's great. It's always a full house, great atmosphere, and it'll be a challenge.
Let's step out to the NFL. Your Bills didn't advance in the playoffs, but who do you like heading to the Super Bowl?
Man, you got to root for Andy Reid, don't you? Andy Reid, he's...
Is that the Philadelphia you coming out a little bit?
I just think it's the good old soul coach. He's really paid his dues, and he deserves to get that one less notch on his belt.
Well, Coach, we thank you for your time, and we wish you good luck this weekend down south.
Thank you very much. Let's hope we can continue to play well.
And thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Joe Mihalich.